You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Monday, April 21st, 2025. Good evening. I'm Chris Pahrump. Here is what's happening. The body of controversial veterinarian Sean Frainer has been found and identified, and News 25 has the details.
The body of the veterinarian who was reported missing earlier this month at Lake Mead has been recovered, according to Clark County officials. The Clark County Coroner's Office confirmed on Monday that the remains of 56-year-old Sean Frainer was positively identified through dental records. Frainer, a well-known horse veterinarian, was in last contact with his family on Sunday, April 6th. According to a report from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Frainer's pickup truck was discovered abandoned at Hemingway Harbor with his wallet, keys, and cell phone still inside. His father, alarmed by the discovery, reported him missing. The National Park Service led a search operation, and a spokesperson said Frainer's body was located on Friday near Boulder Island section of Lake Mead. No additional details surrounding the circumstances of his death have been released. This is a developing story, and News 25 will bring you updates when more information becomes available.
More news now. Following months of attempting to overturn her conviction, Michelle Fiore has been denied by a district court judge and is scheduled to be sentenced next month.
A federal judge has denied former Las Vegas City Councilwoman and Pahrump Justice of the Peace Michelle Fiore's request to overturn her conviction on multiple fraud charges. In a ruling filed on Friday, U.S. District Judge Jennifer Dorsey rejected Fiore's petition for a new trial, stating that her arguments failed to show any legal errors or grounds to overturn the conviction. Fiore was found guilty last year by a federal jury on 6 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of consummate wire. Ruled for March 14, faces up to 20 years in federal prison for each count. She has also been suspended without pay from her current position as Pahrump Justice of the Peace following her conviction.
And on Thursday, the Nevada Assembly passed Assembly Bill 81, which is a measure that would keep the state on permanent standard time starting in 2026. News 25 reporter Rory Rossell has the details.
Nevadans may soon say goodbye to changing their clocks twice a year. The Nevada Assembly on Thursday passed Assembly Bill 81, which proposes that the state will keep on permanent standard time year-round beginning in 2026. This bill, sponsored by Assemblywoman Selena LaRue Hatch in Washoe County, now heads to the state Senate for further consideration. If approved by the legislature and signed by the governor, Nevada will soon join Arizona and Hawaii in opting out of daylight savings time. LaRue Hatch described this bill as a health and safety measure, citing research that this biannual change increases risks of car accidents, heart attacks, and strokes.
This is, I think, about as bipartisan a bill as we can get. We have equal numbers of Republican and Democratic co-sponsors. We also have equal numbers of senators and assembly members, which I think is even more rare to have on these bills. This is a bill which will save lives. That is what we are talking about. When we change the clocks, people die. There are increased heart attacks, car accidents, and strokes. And while I appreciate my colleagues' concerns, I do think that this is a bill that will improve the quality of life, will save lives, and will not cost us $1. And I will point out that the states that are on permanent standard time, Hawaii and Arizona, they continue to have golf and baseball games and recreational activities in the evening. And so I urge my colleagues to vote for this measure, as it is the only way that we are allowed to stop changing the clock, because the feds will not allow permanent daylight savings time.
The Assembly passed this bill with a 27-15 vote, with both Democrats and Republicans crossing party lines. Opponents said they were against ending time change, but preferred adopting daylight savings time year-round instead of standard time. Assembly Minority Leader Gregory Hafen II here in Nye County voiced that preference.
Order Business 15.
Order Business 15.
I want to thank the bill sponsor for bringing this bill, first and foremost, not because I golf, because I clearly don't, but because we all agree that we really do need to stop changing time. It's bad for our health. I will be voting no because, like my colleague from Elko, I agree we should stay on daylight savings time. I do appreciate, though, the efforts by my colleague, but I do want to stay on daylight savings time.
However, LaRue Hatch noted that federal law only states you can opt out of daylight savings time and remain on permanent standard time. Switching to permanent daylight savings time would require an act of Congress.
More news now. Pope Francis has passed away at the age of 88 on Monday, April 21st. His transformative leadership touched millions around the world and reshaped the Catholic Church for a new generation, and News 25 extends our deepest condolences to the Catholic community and all those mourning his loss.
Pope Francis has died today, Monday, April 21st, at the age of 88. The Vatican confirmed that Pope Francis passed away following a cerebral stroke that led to a coma and ultimately caused irreversible heart failure. The Holy Father will be laid to rest at the Basilica of St. Mary Major in accordance to his spiritual testament. Francis was elected as the 266th Pope on March 13, 2013, succeeding Pope Benedict XVI. Once elected, Francis brought on a focus of humility, inclusivity, and social justice. Despite his health challenges, the Pope remained active in his final years. He was hospitalized for 38 days between February and March 2025 due to a respiratory infection that progressed into double pneumonia. Just one day before passing, he made his final public appearance, offering a blessing to thousands that gathered at the St. Peter's Square for Easter Sunday Mass. From the same balcony where he was once introduced as the Pope, Francis called for global peace with a plea for a ceasefire and the release of the hostages in Gaza. Pope Francis is not only remembered for his groundbreaking role as the first Pope from the Americas, but also his reform efforts within the Church and his emphasis on compassion, dialogue, and care for the marginalized. Following the Pope's death, Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo ordered all U.S. and state flags in Nevada to be lowered to half-mast in honor of His Holiness. This directive aligns with the proclamation issued by President Donald Trump stating that the flags across the country should remain half-mast until sunset on the day of the Pope's interment. A conclave of the College of Cardinals will convene soon in the Sistine Chapel to elect the next pope. During the conclave, black smoke will be rising from the chapel's chimney, signaling an inconclusive vote, while when the smoke turns white, it will mark the election of a new pope.
More stories coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25 on this Monday. I'm Chris Palermo. Thousands gathered at the White House today for the 147th Easter egg roll. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers now joins us with more.
The 2025 time-honored White House Easter egg roll was held on the South Lawn today, marking one of the oldest traditions within the executive branch. The President and First Lady enthusiastically welcomed thousands of individuals who scored tickets through a lottery system, made available to all 56 states and territories. In the President's address, 45 and 47 honored Jesus Christ and expressed his gratitude to the American people before participating in today's holiday partakings.
Thank you very much, everybody, and a very happy Easter to everyone. It was a beautiful day yesterday, and it's a beautiful day today. We don't have to worry about sunburn, but looks like it's not going to be raining. It's going to be really something special. 40,000, 42,000 people are expected all throughout the day, and it's an honor to have you.
The White House Easter egg roll officially dates back to 1878. However, first-hand accounts suggest that informal festivities first began under President Abraham Lincoln.
I just signed an executive order putting the flags of our country, all of them, all federal flags and state flags, at half-mast in honor of Pope Francis. So he was a good man, worked hard. He loved the world, and it's an honor to do that.
President Benjamin Harris added music to the holiday tradition in 1889 by implementing the United States Marine Corps Band into the celebrations.
Enrollment in the military is at a record, and enrollment in the police force, fire forces, and all of the different law enforcement groups. We're setting records, and 6 months ago we couldn't get anybody, and now we're setting records. That's sort of testament to what's happening in terms of the spirit of our country. We love our country, and it's been something very, very special.
Organization of each White House egg roll has been historically spearheaded by First Ladies, each adding her own personal touch to Easter.
We're honoring Jesus Christ, and we're going to honor Jesus Christ very powerfully throughout our lives, all throughout our lives, not just now, all throughout our lives. We're bringing religion back in America. We're bringing a lot of things back, but religion is coming back to America. That's why you see the kind of numbers that you're seeing. I just want to wish everybody once again, happy Easter, and enjoy your lives. We're going to have a great 4 years. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Each and every year, souvenir wooden eggs are gifted to all of the children attending the White House Easter egg roll. Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Maria Centers for News 25.
Thank you very much, Maria. Okay, well, it was a big weekend here in Las Vegas sports. Mikey will wrap it all up for you. The Vegas Golden Knights winners, and WrestleMania comes to town.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV. And now on Roku devices, Vegas Golden Knights in action last night. Round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, Game 1 versus the Minnesota Wild. First period, Tomas Hertl says, "Give me that puck."
Angelo's wrist shot blocked by Faber. Hertl picks his pocket and scores! Tomas Hertl goes upstairs for the first goal of the series.
1-0. Minnesota with something cooking.
Cross and a score! Boldy on the far side.
Tied at 1. Second period, Vegas Golden Knights power play.
18 over their final 9, but they were dynamite all season long. Here's Theodore off the draw. Off the door, Pham, and he scores! 5 seconds into the power play. It's the first career playoff goal for Pavel Dorofeev.
Pavel Dorofeev puts the Knights back on top. Let's head over to the third period. Check out Brett Howden with some speed.
Charge. Howden to the net. Scores! Brett Howden rips it home. And the Golden Knights have a 2-goal lead.
Matt Boldy with his second goal of the night.
Block. Boldy, a wraparound chance, and he scores. On a Golden Knights turnover. Matt Boldy has both tonight for the Wild.
Wild on the power play, empty net, 6-on-4.
On the boards, Howden has it, empty net, Bird scores! That'll count!
Howden with the empty netter, that's his second goal of the game. Golden Knights victorious, 4-2, Game 2, Tuesday, April 22nd. And Pro Valley Trojan Junior Varsity Baseball welcomes Chaparral High School. That's Tuesday, April 22nd at 3:30 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thank you, Mikey. Always got us covered in sports. Well, coming up, we're going to let you know about the Sassa Squad. They're gearing up for their 3rd annual football camp right here in Pahrump. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
And welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. The Sassa Squad is gearing up for their 3rd annual football camp on May 10th. Now featuring a football combine as part of the action. News 25 caught up with Julio Ackerman to learn what participants can expect this year.
Hello, my name is Julio Ackerman. I attend Pahrump Valley High School, hosting my 3rd annual football camp in conjunction with Salsa Squad on Saturday, May 10th at Pahrump Valley High School from 10 to 12 p.m. We will be having football drills along with combine testing. This is a free testing of stats that are required by colleges but generally cost $100 to $300. This year, we will not only have linemen but skills as well. I would like to thank my sponsors for helping make this possible. I'd also like to thank my coaches, Coach Walker for letting us host on the field, Coach Cap and Coach Dave for coming out from Vegas to help. If you have any additional questions, please contact us at 702-684-0139. I hope to see you there. Thank you.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
And that's the Lerner and Rowe Weather Cam right here in Pahrump at the Caldata Eye. The beautiful wild horses getting a little warmer. They're probably out looking for some water. And the complete weather forecast is coming up, and it's looking good if you are heading down to M Resort in Vegas for the San Gennaro Festival.
Good evening, Nevada. My name is Roy Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios. And taking a look at Nevada, right up in northern Nevada, Fernley is seeing 74 degrees, Fallon is seeing 75, Carson City is at 71, Tonopah is at 70 degrees, Goldfield is also at 71, Beatty's 10 degrees higher at 81 degrees, Amargosa and Las Vegas are both sitting at 86 today, and Death Valley is at 96 degrees. But here in the beautiful Paradise Pahrump, we're currently seeing 82 degree weather with sunny skies. The high today was 84. Wind was blowing southwest at 8 miles per hour, humidity 12%, and the sun rose this morning at 6:02 and is setting tonight at 7:23 p.m. The humidity raised up to 20%, and the wind continues to blow southeast at 6 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 56 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. We are seeing some pretty nice temperatures for the next few days, and then they drop kind of low and start to go back up tomorrow on Earth Day, which is also Mikey's birthday. It'll be 86 degrees. Wednesday is going to be 83, Thursday 81, down to 77 on Friday with 17 mile per hour wind speeds. Saturday is going to be 82 degrees, Sunday's 70, and then on Monday it goes back up to 76 degrees. I hope you guys had an amazing Easter. Back to the desk, here's Chris.
Thank you, Miss Rosal. Well, if you like the heat, tomorrow, 86 degrees, is the day to go for it. That'll just about do it for all of us here tonight. News 25, I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a great night.